Hey everybody. I had been sitting here talking and didn't realize that the camera wasn't going, so I'm going to do this again. Uh, I hope everybody is staying warm. Winter has finally arrived. We all need to get with the program, as you see. I got with the program. Um, Had a couple of things happen this week that I don't want to dwell on, but I do want to go over real quickly and stress the importance of your team and effective communication with your team. Effective communication means that there is an end result that needs to be satisfied by both parties. Good communication means that you're fluent with your vocabulary. Nobody cares about good. We're concerned right now about effective. On Wednesday night, as many of you may have read, our little puppy, Claudia, decided that the cords were just too good to not chew. And so she did. Um, and she chewed through them. And I immediately got on the phone and called my team immediately. And this is like late that night, Wednesday night. And I was instructed to come in tomorrow morning, ASAP. Don't pass go. Don't do anything. Just get in there. And they would switch everything out. And if there was an issue between now and then, to make sure that I was in constant contact with them, which there was not. And I went in there the following day, and of course, they had switched everything out. I say that to say that your team is very important. Uh, the communication that you have with them needs to be effective. Effective meaning there's an end result that satisfies both people or both parties. Good communication means that you're fluent with the English vocabulary. That's wonderful, but that's not what we need right now. We need effective. And effective communication is what you need to have at all times with your team. My team at UNC is amazing. I love them all. And please, 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 the number one thing that you and your caregiver can do is be in constant contact with your team. I can't stress that enough. Um, so that's all good. Uh, Many of you may have seen that we have added Cody Delaney as an admin. Cody is going to be specifically an admin, or is an admin specifically for the youth. And yes, there are youth that have LVADs. We have a 9-year-old in the group who has an LVAD and has cancer simultaneously. Um, so we need somebody like Cody, who is he himself. Uh, in my opinion, I'm 57, so anybody below 50 is a youngster, but he's a youngster. He's able to communicate well with the youth, be able to provide a sounding board for them, as well as be able to relate to their needs. He's also there to be able to relate to the needs of the caregivers. So we are so proud and so very, very happy that we have Cody on board. Many of you may have seen that Pastor Carol Glasscock is also an admin now. He is specifically here to provide guidance, spiritual guidance, to those individuals that really wish to have some kind of spiritual guidance. Nobody is making you do this. We're not making anybody in the group do that. We brought him on board for those that would like to have an opportunity to be with somebody that they can pray with, that they can talk spirituality with, and somebody who is ordained to do that. And Pastor Carol Glasscock has been so gracious to afford us the opportunity to have him as an admin. So we want to welcome him as well to the group. From what I understand, there's going to be Prayer Tuesday, where if you'd like to pray with him, all you have to do is reach out and private message him. So welcome to both Pastor Glasscock and Cody. We are so glad to have you. The giveaway. It is now in stone, as you saw with the video that Carrie did. We will be doing this every single month. We will be doing a giveaway. I cannot thank Greystone CCW, Stash Bands, and Creative Mugs and More enough for the support that they have given us in being so generous to donate these things to provide to people so that we can do this giveaway. I want to do a clarification, though. Uh, none of the admins, none of the admins' family uh, are allowed to participate in this giveaway. This is specifically for the people in the group. The admins and their family are not permitted to enter. So I just want to make that clarification right now. Everybody who is in this group, you are able to enter. If you're an admin or a family member or a caregiver of an admin, no, we're not going to accept your entry. And that is because we are here for the group as a whole, not here for ourselves. Oh, let's see what else. Oh, we're in the process now of also putting together the paperwork so that we can become a 501(c) nonprofit to enable us to be able to do more, to be able to raise funds, and to be able to be there in a much bigger and better capacity than we are right now. Um, I don't know that any of us, especially the admins, thought that this group would be where we are in such a short period of time. And I want to stress this again. We are where we are because we're different. We are a different group. We do different things. And our first and foremost focus is we follow our mission statement, which is we exist to help. That's it, period, the end. There's no loopholes there. It's pretty cut and dry. And as a result, we're here to support everybody. Somebody had a question or an idea of where they wanted to do something where there was a specific day of the week that was set aside for people to vent. Um, it sounds like a good idea on the surface, and after much thought, I and the rest of the admin said, no, we're not going to do that. And there is a reason why. We want everybody to feel comfortable being able to vent at the time that they need to vent. I don't want somebody who's got something right now that they've got to vent with to have to wait 2 or 3 days because Friday is the day we're going to vent. I don't want that to happen. I want people to be able to come to us at any given moment, on any given day, at any given time, and be able to vent and seek the help that they need. We're not going to do the scheduling. It was a great idea to think of, but after further reflection, we all came to the conclusion that it kind of defeats the purpose of being here. We are not going to do that. Um, but I do appreciate the ideas. Please keep them coming. If you have an idea, shoot them over to Carrie, to myself, to Pastor Glasscock, to Sean, to Brant, to whomever that you know is an admin. Just shoot the idea over, and we'll talk about it. And some we may implement, and some we may not. But in this particular instance, I did want to explain to everybody that the idea came up, and this is why we're not going to implement it, because we want people to feel comfortable coming at any given moment to be able to vent. I do want to share something. As many of you know from the last video, um, I had recommended something from a company called Wish. And even though I knew it was working and I wanted to put it out there, um, I didn't have the credibility behind it, but I do now. Guys, remember this from last week or whatever time I did the video? This is that blood pressure Fitbit wannabe tracker. Okay. This came from Wish. You can still get them, as a matter of fact. I've ordered 3 more um, just to make sure that family and loved ones have one. They cost $1 and $3 in shipping. And the reason I initially did this is because I didn't want to go out and spend $50 on something that may not take my blood pressure. Because, as all of us who have VADs know, a lot of times you can't get a blood pressure read on us. You can't get a heartbeat read on us. And you have to do a map. Okay? So why would you spend $50 on something that's not going to be able to pick that up? This one does. So, pretty easy to put on. I mean, really easy to put on. Not a whole lot to it. It syncs up with your smartphone, Android and or iOS. For those of you that aren't smartphone able, all you got to do is PM me. iOS is Apple format. Android is for the other format. And it works with both. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because when I went into clinic on Thursday, they couldn't get the blood. I mean, they pull out a couple $1,000 blood pressure machine. They throw the cuff on me. They hit the button. Error. Nothing. Not surprised. I mean, that's happened many times before. They try it again. Nothing. So finally I said, hey, look, I'll tell you what my blood pressure is. How can you do that? I got this. And they were very skeptical. They said, okay, tell us what you get. So I got 108/65, which is exactly where they wanted my blood pressure. And they saw. I mean, I showed it to them right on here. There we go, just like that. Well, they brought in the sonar to do a map on me. And guess what? It was absolutely exact on the dime. Absolutely on the dime. And they couldn't believe it. And we did it again. And they couldn't believe it. And finally somebody said, "Where did you get that, Ricky?" And I said, "I got it from Wish." "How much did you pay?" $1 plus $3 shipping. And they're like, "What?" It works. And I wanted to share that with you because being able to get that kind of credibility from a place like UNC meant a lot to me, because it makes me feel good knowing that I can pass that on to you. So for those of you that use UNC, as I do, for your LVAD and clinic, please rest assured they already know me there. Everybody knows me there. Just say, "Hey, I saw a video that Ricky did on the blood pressure wristband that he got from Wish, and I just want to ask you about it." And they'll tell you, "Yep, it was right on the money." So I wanted to share that with you. We're trying to figure out a few surprises to throw in for the December giveaway, since it is the Christmas holiday season, and we want to be able to do that. And then as we move forward towards 2020, we will be doing more and more things. But right now, again, I want to say to everybody, I so greatly appreciate the fact that you are participants in this group. If there's a suggestion that you have that you feel that could make the group better, please send it along to us. And again, I just want to say thank you for being supportive, not just of the group admins, but supportive of each other, because together we're the ones that are able to make a difference, all of us together. So guys, that's it for this video. I just wanted to touch base with everybody. I hope everybody has a good night. Stay warm, and we'll see you again soon, all right? Thanks.